Okay, quick video on a cool little thing that you can do in Scalar. Now this is Scalar standalone, and you'll see I have the felt piano right there. So, and I'm using the Lo-Fi 12, I believe. Yep. And I pretty much do this on Scalar whether I'm on desktop or here, but I use the humanize feature on both velocity and timing, and it just gives you, especially if you're playing something that isn't velocity sensitive, like a iPad screen, or like even with the keyboard, like if I'm using the actual physical keyboard to touch and play a note, there's no velocity in that, so it's better to have it just set on at least the velocity, if nothing else. The timing you don't really need, but what I like about the timing is when you play chords, instead of everything being perfectly on the grid, it'll, shift a note here or there off a little bit, and it gives you just that feel. So so it sounds like this if you just do that. Right, which is cool. But then there's this other thought that you could use the performance tools and use like strumming, for instance. So if you go in, you'll see strumming, select it. Then there's these different speeds or even random. So I like the slower one because it kind of, arpeggiates the notes a little bit. And here's the other cool thing. Let me turn it on, make sure it's on. So with it on, it sounds like this. Which is really cool. But let's say it could get pretty boring if you did that on every chord. So what's a workaround for that? Well, the easier way that I found is by using the off and on. So if you see it's blue when it's lit up, that means it's on. And if you turn it off, it just turns white. So you could start it out like this. Sorry. However you want to do it, off and on each chord. So right, turn it off on this one. You have to work on your timing on it. And obviously if it's slower speeds, you can do it, but yeah, just a fun way to use the performance, strumming, and the humanize feature to kind of just help you to give your chords some life and to make them sound a little bit different. And I really think it's just a great option to have. There also is this play mode, but you see how fast it plays? So you would have to go in and set the tempo to use that so that the timing is the way you want it. And it's not like it's impossible to do. So you go to the sequence and you basically just tell it, all right, I want you to play this inversion, this semitone. Here's the playback timings. You tell it the duration that you want it to play, how long, many times you want it to repeat. So you can program all that in for each chord that you're going to use. Yeah, but just something about me with programming is just doesn't always work for me. So I prefer to turn off the shift. I prefer to actually just play it. Same thing here, like these chords need to be removed. So I'm gonna remove all those. So if you decide you want to play it in like that, you can highlight it, drag the chords down here. Now go to sequence, there's your chords. And I mean, if you want to play, I meant to say if you want to program it, and just program the timing. So duration, I wish it was like, I wish I understood why this is like this, but whatever. We're going to play it like this. And then we're going to play that one once and then play this one. I guess this is 2 bars. I don't know what that is, to be honest. But anyway, let's try this. Yeah, so it's like 2 seconds or something. Let's change this one to about the same. And we'll put this one at maybe, it really is a challenge though to press this button, I ain't gonna lie, because my fingers are so fat. Might not be so bad on the other one. So try this. Pretty cool. If you want to cycle around and make it repeat, just hit the button there and then so you can do that and then do the MIDI capture or even save it and play it into your to your arrangement. So those are options. Oops, sorry. That. But I like this way because I can turn off the strum if I don't want it to just strum all the time. And I find that to be a little more effective, just off and on like that. It's pretty simple. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Just a little trick you can use in your scalar adventures on the computer. You pretty much do the same thing. The only difference is you would have to use a mouse, I guess, to click it off, or you would have to MIDI map that on and off there to something so where you could turn it on and off. But anyway, just something to use. All right, hope it helps. Until the next one.